Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome to another episode of Hello World with your girl Joy from Be the Difference Clothing. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. You know what I need to do first and foremost? I need to see if I'm buffering and such. I'm having a little sensitivity. I should know better. Hey Noma, how are you? Noam, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. Okay, I'm not buffering at all. How was your day? Hey, ghetto preacher, long time. How you been? I hope you're doing well. I'm not buffering or anything. Let's see. Oh, okay. I had to look at myself from the computer. It was like on 144. I changed it to 720. Oh, let me share out the stream while you guys are telling me how your day was. Oh, okay. Well, apologize about that. Hello anyway. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, come through. All right. How was your day anyway, otherwise? I'm just sharing out the stream, so that's why I'm quiet. Inspiration. All right, that's done. hmm it was well. Ooh, congratulations on the car. Love this title. I just told someone to stay in her lane and leave. Oh no. And I blocked her and deleted her comment. She's crazy as two fruit flies in a mental ward. Aw. Mm-mm. Sorry you had to experience that, ghetto preacher. Is this the same lady from the last time? The last time you here? Is this the same person or is it a whole new person? And congrats on that car. That's a great accomplishment, you know? So let me tell you how my day went. So I woke up this morning. I went to work. Work was good. I can't complain at all. Um, it just went smoothly. The only thing I didn't like was with my lunch that I made. I put a little bit too much soy sauce in there, so it was kind of like very salty, more than I would appreciate. So that's the only thing I didn't like about my lunch. It was a little too salty. Otherwise, it would have been an excellent meal if I just backed off a little bit on the soy sauce. I was like "Dup, dup, 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 dup," dropping it in there when I was cooking it. It's all good. Oh yeah, yeah. So, and then I recorded a video. I'm gonna post it tomorrow. I'll post a premiere tomorrow, and that's pretty much the extent of the day. I got to be I got to go to some lives that I've never ever been to, but I've seen the people in the chat, so it was cool seeing that. Probably the same one. I finally woke up. Oh, well, I'm glad that you're okay, and I'm glad that you finally got all of the questions and the maybes out about this particular female. Hopefully, the next woman will be amazing. Hey, JS Dwayne, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. I was just thinking about you the other day. I was like, man, I haven't seen you live in a while. How's everything going with you? I hope you're well. You're probably at work. Yeah, you said it. You're well. Um, so that's pretty much how my day went. The reason why I named this topic, I'm doing a live tomorrow. Okay, cool. We gotta throw prayers up for Barbie. I just saw her on Instagram like she was in the hospital. Do you know how she's doing? JS, you know how she's doing? I hope she's all right. You'll be home in a bit. Okay. So Uh her YouTube name is Barbie. I mean, not her YouTube, her Instagram name is Barbie, but I forget. She mods for you all the time. What's her name? I don't know why I forgot her name real quick off the top of my head. You know who I'm talking about though, right? J Dub, yes. Yeah, have you heard from her? Yes, J Dub. She's a really cool person. But I saw that she's in a hospital. So I hope she's gonna be all right. So yeah, that was that. I'm just waiting for JS to tell me if he's heard anything about her outside of what she posted today on on Instagram. So anyway, while you're typing, I named the live "Stay in Your Lane" because can't have any messy people in my life. None of us can. She goes to the hospital to check on her colon because she has. I know, but this time it looked like she was spending the night type of stuff. If you look at her Instagram, it looked like she's spending a couple days there. Hey, Jess Alfonte, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. It looked like she's staying for a little bit. Mm. So I'll send up a little well wishes and prayers for her. You know, she looks like she's trying to make the best of it, but I definitely want to. When you see something, you do something about it or say something or whatever. So I named today's live "Stay in Your Lane." I spoke to her last week on the phone. She told me she on the live that she was going to stay there for a couple days. Oh, okay. All right, okay. So she's all right. All right, Ghetto, it's good to see you. I named this "Stay in Your Lane" because as I was commuting, it was very rainy and it seems like they don't have the place well lit, like the streets well lit. I had to detour off of the route that I normally take. And what I did notice is that the became really driving became very stressful because people weren't staying in their lanes. And we can put that in our own lives or just something sustainable. So the lanes are this big. Your car fits snugly in that lane. But if you teeter too far to the left or to the right, there is no median. You can have a head on collision or you can have a side collision. And then, not to mention, there are parked cars all the way along the way on a dark street or what I feel isn't completely lit properly street. And we're all driving. And now, mental picture as us in situations various in our lives, right? Then you have the people who want to turn left or right, and those who just want to pretty much cut in and go around, not thinking of the potential risk that there may be a car coming. They're not looking, they're just driving. How many of us have experienced that in our own lives where when we teeter off of the lane that we're in, we can cause a collision or we can amplify situations more than it necessarily has to be? I'm using that because I'm pretty sure all of us drive in the chat. Hey, Des, how are you? Des and D, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Here from New Couples Channel. Oh, Destiny, what's going on? That's right. That's right, Des and D. That makes sense. Megan, breaking out your nunchucks. I know that's right. But imagine how many times we are the people who try to get around or skirt around situations and don't realize how we can sideswipe another person while we're just simply trying to go around. And that could leave permanent damage. So here's another situation. So same thing. I'm still driving. This car puts their signal on and he just proceeds to cut me off. I'm just like, all right. I just took it like a champ. And lo and behold, he ended up fender bendering the car in front of him. And I'm just like, would you look at this? That's what you get. That's what I said. That's what you get for cutting me off. So busy in a rush to go nowhere that while he cut me off, he ended up doing something wrong. So he got out the car, threw his hands up like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. But if you weren't in a rush in traffic, maybe you would not have tapped or hit the person's car in front of you. Hey, Mika Chica, how are you? Welcome to Hello World. Good to see you. So when we, let's just keep it at we because I don't want to point fingers, but when we try to go faster than what the designed specifications of our abilities go, you end up hitting something, a roadblock. Maybe you end up offending someone. Maybe you end up getting to the stop sign or maybe to the end of the race faster. You miss a key piece, i.e., you get into a collision, emotionally, physically, mentally, something. Now you have to throw your hands up and say, I'm sorry, I was wrong. And how many people are willing to say, I'm sorry and I'm wrong when you're sorry and wrong? Now, had this individual just stayed in his lane and wait till I pass and just calmed his britches, maybe then he might not have gotten to a fender bender. Shoot, maybe he would have hit me. So maybe it is a good thing that I let him cut me off because maybe he would have bendered me. And I don't know if I would have been like, it's okay. Because my bumper, I'm pretty sure to scratch easy because both of their cars went shook up. I was like, ooh. I thought I might have to be I thought I was going to be stuck behind the accident. And we were on a bridge, like a little, bridge, overpass. No, it was a bridge, just a little bridge. So before we start trying to go beyond or faster than the expected comprehension of a situation, we need to assess the whole picture, the complete picture. Will this positively or negatively affect people? Well, yes. Life is not supposed to go at the speed of light. Only light is. We're not supposed to be racing with time. We're supposed to be enjoying it. What are you in a race with time for, and why are you not enjoying life, huh? The two don't mix. So maybe you're not that person, but maybe you are the person that's like, all right, I've been stuck behind these other cars, i.e., a situation for so long. All you want to do is just go around, avoid. We'll say avoid the situation, right? We just want to go and avoid the situation. But lo and behold, when you try to go and avoid the situation, somebody who may just innocently walking by, bang, you just inserted them in your nonsense, or maybe not nonsense, but you inserted them in you're trying to get around or skirt around the situation. Who ends up profiting or benefiting from that? Nobody. Thankfully, that person who did that to me with their vehicle, we didn't get into an accident. But imagine if the car behind me wasn't paying attention. Now this car could have negatively affected me, and the car behind me could have negatively affected me. Hence, how we need to assess situations before we just go. Look in your rearview mirror, look in your side mirror. Look at the bigger picture. Look and see if it's going to affect anyone else, the decisions that you make. Is it worth waiting for the traffic to go by, i.e., the situation or the problem to go by and resolve itself? Or do you need to take action and go around it and avoid it? Still here? No problem. What are you going to do? Stay in your lane. Sometimes the lanes that we end up in will slow us down, i.e., the situations that we are in will slow us down. But if you want to get through a situation, work through it. Don't avoid it. Don't deny it. Work through it. And if you need help, signal. Or how about the people who don't stay in their lane and just move about? They don't signal anyone about what they're doing. They just go. That's the inconsiderate person. That's the inconsiderate driver. No signals. I'm about to turn right. I'm just going to slam on my brake and then turn right. But that doesn't mean that we can't be prepared that someone might do that. We can't always place the blame on even the person who deserves to have the blame placed on. We have very much good control. And if we're all assessing the situations, maybe you might tell or can perceive that maybe something doesn't seem right. They're kind of slowing down a little bit more than normal. They're kind of looking like they're shaking their car. They kind of look like they might just go left and then come right back. So what do? You slow down. Slow down. Slow, 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 slow down. Hey, Sessions with Nesby, what's going on? How are you? How are you feeling? We're just talking about staying in our lanes. And also, when someone makes you become a victim of a situation that you had no reason to be in, no intention to be in, but you just ended up in that. We don't always have to just leave the blame or have the blame game. Now you can just figure out how you can get yourself out. You can stay in your lane and stay back, even if you are brought in something that you don't want to be in. Stay in your lane. Because the little or the least amount of things that you contribute to a situation equals you not even existing in it. The least amount of things that you contribute into a situation equals the amount of how much you're in it. So if you contribute nothing, then you become nothing. So the next time a situation is presented to you, whether good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, you now know you can control whether you are active or not. Simple as that. Computer's getting hot. I got my little cooling pad for my computer. It sounds like it's getting hot. The fans are going, so I know what that means. It's, it needs a little cool down. So it's not to say that we have to go at something hardcore, because you don't have to. But if you desire to switch lanes, alert, look, assess, and see if it benefits you by going into another lane and proceeding forward. How you doing, Nesby? Just having a little simple conversation about different ways we can stay in our lanes. It's nothing bad. It's just sometimes we have to think about it. While somebody may create a barrier or a delay, it doesn't mean that we have to walk into it. That's my alarm clock. I must have set it like a while ago. Meaning like last week. Oh. And the more we practice about driving the speed limit, because I certainly wasn't going the speed limit. I was going probably a little bit faster, but it was because I was a little stressed with the amount of people that were going over the line and could possibly hit me. So I wanted to get past them so that that threat of possibly getting run into another parked vehicle was limited. And of course, the lighting of the streets are not that great, in my opinion. How many of us are affected that way when somebody just goes just a little bit teetering that line? Will we allow that to affect us wholly, completely? Or can we just say, all right, I'm just going to give you a little tap on the horn a little bit and say, move back over. You're in the lane. It's unsafe. How do you handle your situations? Are you upfront and open, or do you pretend like nothing? Are you trying to get by it, skeet by it, skirt by it, and not realizing you're affecting someone else? What do you do? How do you pronounce your name? No am? You said I said it wrong, so I'm wondering how to pronounce it properly. Because I don't want to mispronounce your name. So how do you handle that? How will you handle it moving forward? Knowing that all things can be affected and the amount of affection that it has towards you is really up to you. Do you want to stay the safe route? Do you want to go on the edge a little bit? Do you want to completely disregard? What do you want to do? But either way, when you do, i.e., stay in your lane or your purpose, whatever the case may be, get by the distractions, get by the possible accidents, and you stay in your lane, you stay steady. All you have to do is stop and rest from time to time. Good stuff, right? Be careful how quick you react to situations. Today I was drinking soda, which I usually don't do, and I had a little slight allergy towards it. Whatever they put in them, the chemicals or whatever. I could tell, I could feel it. Can you feel it? 23 minutes. Hmm? What you gonna do? I personally want to try my best to stay in my lane, even though sometimes it's so tempting to always put a comment on something. There's something that's super amazing about having temperance and being able to not react or not have a response for everything. I stay in my lane. Growth. The ability to just say, all right, whatever. That's growth. There are times where when someone else tries to interfere in your lane, you might have to stand your ground and say something. But every situation is different. Approach it differently. Look at it whole complete. You know what I'm saying? I'm using Purple Love's lip gloss called Purple Love. It's a good lip gloss. All natural ingredients. I want everybody, all of us, to promise ourselves, nobody else, yourself, that you will try your best to stay in your lane. And when there is interference, instead of avoiding things, or if you really must not say something, you go around and you make sure you weigh out all the options and then you go around, you proceed to pass by. But if you have to hit that thing head on, do it with all the best integrity and the best possible outcome of everybody being just okay, if that, or at least just for yourself to be okay. Because doesn't it feel better when you know, like, you were not in the wrong and you were just like, well, I didn't do that. I didn't react like that. I didn't, whatever. Wouldn't that make you feel better? Doesn't it make you feel better when you stay in your lane instead of trying to overtake everybody else's lane, or accidentally getting into everybody else's stuff and then causing all types of riff and trouble and mess? Doesn't that seem better? Doesn't it feel like or seem like you'll have a better quality of life if you just stay in your lane? And if you understand that you need to stay in your lane, because a lot of times maybe we don't understand that we need to stay in our lane. Maybe we don't realize that we are in a lane. Even if you don't realize you are not in the lane or that you are in the lane, you absolutely are. Figure out, that's what finding your purpose and understanding what all of that means. Because then you'll be in your lanes. You won't have to go in and out. You don't have to titter tatter. You don't have to go in and out because you know what your goal is. You know what the end result can be and should be. And you know that that most likely will not negatively affect the greater. Hey, Carolyn Eats, how are you? YouTube's down? Really? What does that mean, Carolyn? People's lives are down, or just like it's not showing people alive type of thing? That's so strange. You think it's the weather? The lighting isn't that great. Ooh, I don't know, yo. The lighting ain't that great. Let me see how that look. I mean, on this it looked nice. Let me see. I just changed it. Let me see what that look like. Y'all, I'm a mess. I'm all over the place, messing with that thing. I hope you had a good day, Carolyn. I'm so glad that I was able to catch you. And you know that power, the power of that community tab really works because that's how I ended up in your live. Mrs. Eating with Miss P posted you and I saw it. That's how I knew you were live. So I'm glad that I was able to come through and support because you're always doing that for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciated that. Just stay in your lane, y'all. Navigate as good as you can. And if that lane that you're in has some stumbling block roadblocks or stumbling blocks, don't be so quick to try to go left or right. Maybe you can drive over that thing. Maybe you can conquer it with your ability to communicate. You never know. I started getting used to looking at the chat. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. I'm doing better. But in the end, you guys are beautiful. You are amazing. There is no mistake about you. None. And whatever lane you're in, whether it's a good lane, it's a confusing lane, if it's a lane that you don't understand, or if it's a lane that you're working with or you're happy with. Just stay in it. Stick around. Learn how to fix and put the pieces together versus throwing it out looking for a new road, new lane. Let's fix the things that we currently have versus just throwing them out. You know what I'm saying? Not all lanes are bad and not all lanes are good. But if you stick around long enough, you'll know if you're in the right place. And even if you are in the right place and there's some little ends that are frayed, piece them together. Use your mind. Communicate. And it'll be better. It'll get better. I am here every single night between 7 and 9. We talk about everything and anything. I hope tonight we understand a little bit more. I'm glad that all of these little object lessons come up for me, especially when I don't know what to talk about. This coming Friday, I'm going to be on Instagram Live and the interview. That's exciting. I can't wait to see how that turns out. It should be around 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm just waiting for the flyers to make sure that we're still on. So that's pretty cool. Don't forget, I'm running holiday specials, Black Friday specials. You can go to BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. I'm going to write it in the chat. That's the website right there. You can go there and grab some of these holiday specials. A lot of the t-shirts start at $15. Socks are discounted, books are discounted. Grab hold of those things. It is gift giving season. Why not give somebody the gift of inspiration? Let's talk about it. I'm buffering here. Oh my goodness. I don't even see the bufferation. It's good to see you. Let's talk about it. Yeah. I'm about to go, but I appreciate you guys for being here. We have a member. We have a member, and it's Patty D. I thought it was me. Oh, I don't see the buffering on my ends, but I appreciate you. How you feeling today, Patty? I hope you're doing good. I thought about you this morning too when I was driving in. I was thinking about you. Said a little prayer. It could be, well, they're in the different parts of the state too, of the states, JS. So maybe, because me and you are closer. We're in the tri-state. They're all the way out and maybe, out there. So maybe the storm is bad because it's raining here. So I don't know if the weather is bad where they are. But yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me a little bit of your time each and every day. I hope the playback won't buffer because that'll be like, dang, it's windy. Oh no, it's still warm here. It's like, it feels like it's 90 degrees outside and I'm thankful. You see, I'm in a t-shirt and we in daggone near winter. Usually I would be bundled up in a hoodie, blanket all over the place, hat, something. But I feel good. And I think that's why I'm in a good mood too, generally. Because when the weather is right, everything feels right. But I appreciate you guys giving me a little bit of your time each and every day. I hope that you feel comfortable in your lanes. I hope that you navigate as good as you can. And if you need help, get the help to help navigate you. You too, JS, and I'm thankful that you came through. If you speak to J Dub, please let her know I said hello. I sent something to her on Instagram, but I don't know if she'll see it right away. But just let her know that she's in my thoughts, and I'll be, sending up well wishes and prayers for her. So until we meet again, guys, my name is Joy from Be The Difference Clothing, and I am signing out on another episode of Hello World.